All right, welcome back, BPD family. It is me, Big Papa D, and we're back for another one today. We are getting back with our buddy from Wales, and that's none other than Ren. Okay, today Ren is finally bringing us Vincent's Tale. This is Vincent's Tale self-portrait, so I guess there's going to be multiple parts to Vincent's Tale. Watching the prequel or prelude or prologue Sunflowers the last time, I missed a couple things. The obvious thing is that the gentleman in the video looked a lot like Vincent van Gogh. Duh. And Sunflowers is one of his most popular paintings. That didn't occur to me. I don't know why. But I don't know if Ren is equating his life as an artist to the struggles of Van Gogh, or if he's giving us a modern interpretation or, a look into what it would be like for Van Gogh in today's world. So without any further ado, we have Ren with Vincent's Tale self-portrait. Okay, so we started right when we left off. Our story begins right where it ends. Reminds me of Fallout with the creepy old music. Hardcore is back, baby. Vincent is playing. Is that Vincent? From the first video?
Come on, let's have it, you miserable prick. I will do what I want, I will drink till I'm sick to my stomach. I'm sick of the same boring songs. I am sick of these pavements I find myself on. Great Britain, I hate you. I'll say that with pride. It's my right to be violent when you fed me lies.
Wow.
I'm a rotter, a menace when I want to be, and I'll work for that right because nothing comes free. I have slaved all my life in a dull 9 to 5. I just rinse and repeat while I'm barely alive. Great Britain, I loathe you with murderous glee. I will do to this country what you've done to me.
Okay. Nice break. Very interesting. Obviously very reminiscent of the original Jenny and Screech. But the perspective, we saw the mundane, repetitive nature of his life. He's trying to portray this thing that we all have done. Midlife. I was having a discussion with a guy actually yesterday. I was driving, and we were talking about he's in his 30s. He just hit 30. And I was like, you got to make these next 10 to 15 years count, because if not, you're going to get so busy trying to live your normal life that time will just pass you by. And that's kind of what happens to all of us. So I can see the bitterness, the Ren's portraying a working man's perspective on just his life and the lot that he's in now.
I will do to this country what you've done to me. Destroy. I want to tear apart these buildings from the cinder blocks they stand. Leave this town in dust and rubble, make some trouble with my hands. I won't lie, I'm fucking wasted, but I wasted all my youth, and I've stayed so damn complacent. Getting wasted is my truth, so my style of self-expression is a fist into the gut. It's throwing up upon these pavements. Shut your fucking mouth, you slut. Banished angel, I am Lucifer. Might reign like Genghis Khan, soon you will all know my name. I am the storm after the calm. I'm the victim of the victim list, the pill that makes you sick. I am chaos incarnate. Let's fucking have it then, you prick!
Wow. Reminiscent of Screech. He's given us both sides. He's saying that these feelings are reasonable, yet they're not great for society. So you're getting the good and the bad. It's like a well fleshed out villain who's not really a villain. In his own mind, he's the hero. In his own mind, he's been wronged. In his own mind, he's justified in his actions.
Makes you sick. I am chaos incarnate. Let's fucking have it then, you prick! Now the rules of the street fight are simple. It's pretty much anything goes. Keeping the street pretty firm on your feet. It pays to be sweet on your toes. And fools they have fallen for clumsy mistakes. Late to react, cop the fist to the face. Now the rules of the street fight are simple. Break that little prick's nose. Throw a punch, you swallow it, follow it, grab the collar, quick hollow tip like karate, kick martial art master, spark a bitch, park a fist on the landing strip, carnage, it finds the cartilage, karma serve like a carbonated cola on the crucifix, kill. Vincent wanna kill, who blood gets spilled, move double that rude boy, kill or be killed. Do it for the fun, blood, do it for the thrill. Blue lights, boy, run, blue lights, boy, chill.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, that's probably the first time that somebody performed music while being in a fight. And then stabbing him with a broken bottle. And he's so creative. Absolutely. Just amazingly creative.
Blue lights, boy, chill.
So interesting. Yeah, that's far enough away. Very reminiscent of Violet's Tale music.
So it goes in the absence of the light. The devil's soul, I see in the mind. Vincent was shaken, run from the law, hide from the beacon, crouch on the floor. The cut to omit him, hate the wolf spits on him, rapes him, hits him, kicks him when he's down, and that shapes him. He hears the sound of a copper, heart upon his tail proper, Vincent off his rocker. Bothered by the lie that Britain sold him, what a shocker. Where greedy eat the poor, a holy war, the chosen prosper. But some are never chosen, they stay frozen in the locker. Destined to survive in 9 to 5 and watch the clock, but don't think about reality, my little happy shopper. A brand new show on Netflix to distract you from the horror. And swallow all your morals for a retweet or a follow.
That is so profound. That you're doing this, you're a drone. You're giving your life, you're trading your life away for this monotony. And then there's all these little things to distract you from the fact of what's going on. That is very profound. I'm going to take back 20.
What a shocker. Where greedy eat the poor, a holy war, the chosen prosper. But some are never chosen, they stay frozen in the locker. Destined to survive in 9 to 5 and watch the clock, but don't think about reality, my little happy shopper. A brand new show on Netflix to distract you from the horror. And swallow all your morals for a retweet or a follow. And shadow ban the problem man, a soul for $1. And keep the fight amongst yourself, don't think about the squalor. The systems don't impose it or the rules that we all honor. And fuck it, Vincent cooked to boiling point, he's cannon fodder. So what's the use in running, he's already in the locker. He's careless with his actions now, a clumsy motherfucker.
He's already a prisoner, so why run? Wow, that's...
The rules that we all honor. And fuck it, Vincent cooked to boiling point, he's cannon fodder. So what's the use in running, he's already in the locker. He's careless with his actions now, a clumsy motherfucker. He turned to face his fate, cause fate's a bitch, and none will
It's
stop
gonna be
her.
Richard.
Richard was an officer who stood at 6'3". Was his first day back at work after a time of absent leave. Working London on the night shift, what he didn't think he'd see was our boy with a guitar, bruised and battered on his knees. But Richard lived in caution now, tormented by his past. Not so quick to find the trigger, not so fast. But
Wow.
Richard was a righteous
call
man
that.
who lived inside the law. So he leapt upon poor Vincent and he cuffed him to the floor.
Richard's tale was next. No way. No way. So we're being followed by Richard's tale. No way. Gotta love this. I freaking love it. There's a whole lot to be said about, you know, the trauma that Richard went through and how it changed his perspective on how to do his job. Unfortunately, you know, and not that he could have done anything with Screech running towards him with a knife. Not that he could have done anything. But the tragedy taught him a lesson on, you know, humility and, you know, never making sure that he knew the price you had to pay for taking life. So it, you know, it taught him that he needs to be sure before partaking in that same sort of thing again. I'm just curious of what we're going to see now with Richard going forward. Because Vincent's in jail. Vincent's arrested, I think. Maybe him and Vincent are going to have a conversation. I don't know. It's just so creative and so amazing. I mean, just musically, it's freaking awesome. You got the beginning and then into the reggae style again. And just some very awesome notes he hit and beautiful guitar playing. Just the creativity of it. If you can't beat up a dude with a guitar in his hand that isn't swinging the guitar, you probably need to not fight people. So, just saying. I'm just saying. Very, very creative. All right. This is awesome. Can't wait for more. If you haven't watched, go to Ren Makes Music and watch all the little shorts and little snippets of the story that Ren's been releasing over the last week or two. Because it's really filling in the holes of this story. So I suggest that you go back and watch those too. I'll have a link for all the Ren stuff in the description. So make sure you hop on over, you watch this video on his channel, like, subscribe, and check out everything. And like I said, check out all those little bits of the story that he released in between the prologue and this, because it really filled in a lot of holes. My stuff will be there too. Super thanks is available on most videos. If you're looking to do a request for a reaction, that's a great way to do it with super thanks. I appreciate you. You will see me again. Peace and love.